don't you come over. Baby, be close to me, just like you used to be.
So we're gonna dive a little bit into the process of your song Human Touch.
Yeah, sure.
I kind of just wanted to ask where were you when you first started writing the song?
I was in LA and I was with Peter Thomas, who I've made a bunch of music with, and our friend Kyle. And the three of us were messing around. They had kind of a track idea, which was just the chords, and they had that stuff going. And we were talking about a guy that I used to date, I think. And we were talking about how even if I saw him today, I think he's not a nice dude really, and I don't want to be with him, but it's the thing we were talking about earlier, where it's you see them and you're like, so what's up? Actually, how are you doing? And you're like, why am I doing this to myself all the time? But that's what Human Touch is about. It's kind of if you're both single and you run into each other, most of the time it's bad news. We had a bunch of different versions, I just want a human touch, I just need a human touch, and we couldn't figure out what the last line was to get to human touch, and it was well, if it's I just need, then I sound desperate, and if it's we just want, then it's too dismissive, and there were so many kind of different emotions that we associated with all the different versions of it. I don't have to call it love, you just need it. So we ended up with we just need a human touch, because it felt it wasn't about you or me, it was kind of a global, we all kind of maybe sometimes just need contact and just need to be close to each other. We had the whole thing, so we had the, oh, let's remember when I call you every now and then, so good that on and off again and on again. And we talked about the chorus going straight into a full oh, don't you, but we were no, break it down. Get super intimate with it, make it feel, because I'm obsessed with prosody and about the song, the track, the melody, everything coming together to support the lyrics. So it's you're kind of being coy and you're why don't you come over? Also, another silly lyrical thing was, why won't you come over for a while? And then I was that literally sounds like I'm a petulant child being why won't you come over? And so we were okay, it can't be that. And still sometimes, because it was the lyric for so long, I'll still sing why won't you come over, and it makes me feel so gross and icky inside.
Okay.
So it's a little more
really detailed.
Oh
you really
yeah.
Think about this.
I'm obsessive about this stuff. We tried so many different versions of Baby Be Close to Me. That melody, there's a sound in it, so it goes, oh, don't you come, oh, I was about to sing what again? Baby be close to me, just like you used to be. That part, there's a trumpet sound in the background, and it's literally Kyle playing mouth trumpet, he's faking a trumpet sound.
It's not an actual trumpet?
It's not an actual trumpet, it's literally Kyle being so, it's the dumbest thing. When he played it for me, I was you're an idiot. But it's him going, and edited it and made it sound like it's an actual instrument.
That's so
cool. So now every time you hear it, you'll be that's him, Kyle, being stupid. Kyle did that and he's an idiot, but I'm obsessed with him. So the chords go, it's 6 minor, 4, 1 major. So that's the whole song goes like that, and so the chorus, the bridge goes, baby, I love how we love in the in-between. Baby, I love how it feels when you're holding me. Baby, I love how we love in the in-between. Baby, I love it, I love it. And then it breaks down, doesn't really have any chords. Oh, don't you come over. Baby, be close to me, just like you used to be. And then it should go back to, oh, and that's what I sang over. And then when I got the final track back, Peter had taken it and he sent with, in quotations, for the arenas, which is kind of a stupid inside joke about when you write something and it feels so almost euphoric to a point where it's almost silly, and you're this one's for the arenas. This is for the thousands, you're in front of thousands of people, you're feeling yourself. And so he said for the arenas, and he sent it back with, instead of these chords over it, it goes completely major. So it goes, used to be entire end of the song goes completely major, which is sort of his, I think, brilliant idea because there's a stop in the music and there's sort of no chords that you hear. It's just like a ka-ka in the drums. Having that then come back in with a completely new chord progression changes the way you sort of feel about it by the end of it. So it kind of makes it even more like danceable and even less emotional. You know, it's more just like fun by the end of it.
How long did it take to finish this entire song?
We wrote it in like a couple hours. The production, we had like 75 different versions of this song. It was a mess for a long time, and I remember finally getting like the version that it is now. I remember getting the first draft of that back and being like, here it is. Because you can hear something and not know why it's wrong, but you just know it's not right. And I remember getting this version back and being like, okay, finally it feels right. And now we can do all the nitty-gritty stuff and just move it around, but that's like exactly how it should be. And I love the version now. It's like one of my favorite songs to perform.
Yay, well thank you for showing us the inside scoop of Human Touch.
Yeah, thank you for having me.